Hi everybody, welcome to DIY Dream Weddings UK. My name's Kim and I create bespoke wedding bouquets and connect with you online to create the bouquet of your dreams. And I've just come on just to show you the last part of this puzzle wedding bouquet. And as you can see, I've done most of these flowers already, and I did them on a live. So if you want to have a look at the live, you can. You're welcome to have a look at that. There is a little bit of interference on it, but I'm trying to make the lives a bit better quality than what they have been. How this works, so you have a puzzle shape here underneath, and it opens up just like this. Okay, so you can put like a little poem, or you can put a loved one in there, anything you like really. So this can be a little bit tricky to close, but I am actually going to be working on this design a bit more. This is the final part of the project, and there's other parts as well. So I'm going to just place these flowers where I want them to be, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them on. I'm going to just do the back, this piece here, the back of this. So what we're going to do is I've got a template here and it fits onto the back of my bouquet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw around that and stick that on to the back of my bouquet. But first, and if you can see, I'll just show you that now that I've done that, it actually does fit quite perfectly on the back of that. Okay, and you can see why we've ribboned the sides now and why you didn't have to worry about this bit. So while I've got my heart like this, I just make an imprint of the circle so I know where it's going to go. Okay, so we can make a hole, and what I do is I just, there we are, make a mark. Okay, so I know where my hole needs to be. And what I sometimes do is I'll take, no not that, I'll take something sharp, if I can do it, something, that's it, and then just take my scissors and cut across the circle like this, like that, and just like this, just to, it's easier to do it this way than to just cut the circle out sometimes. Okay, it's an easy way of showing you. Okay, so we've got a cross in the middle of that little circle that I've indented. Sorry to I knocked you a bit there. Right, okay, then just cut around like this. And if you want to, you can just cut it in quarters as you go round. Okay, just cut that out a bit more. Don't worry if it's a little bit messy, because you can, you always can cover these things up. Okay, always. Okay, so that's it. Oh, I nearly burnt my hand on the glue gun then. Right, okay, so then we're going to put that on there, and you can see now that hole is exactly where you want it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take our ribbon, and I like to, I can find, I put everything away. I like to seal the end of my ribbon before I start. Okay, just like that. And I do a crisscross at the bottom of my tube. By the way, these tubes are from a foil box, and I like to, and so you can just take it out of a foil box and cut what you want off. I like to do the smooth end as a visible end, and put the rough end inside the back of the bouquet. Okay, so what I do is I just measure, eyeball it basically, how long I want that to be, and then cut that. Okay, and then what I do is I'll seal the end of that, just like that, and I will do the other end the same, so just like that. Okay, and just cut that the same. Oh, hold on, let's use these. Using the wrong scissors again. Always use one pair of scissors for your ribbon, because that then you don't end up with a blunt pair. 6.5. Yeah, about 6.5, 6 centimeters. Why is that more than that? Should we cut that? It doesn't look more, does it? Should we cut that down a bit more? So that's 6. Yeah, I always use a different pair of scissors for the rest of my materials. I have a special ribbon pair to use on my ribbon so that they don't blunten, and I end up have a sharp pair for my ribbon. Okay, right. Okay, so just put some glue just there. Okay, and if I get interrupted again, I will have to do a lot of editing. It's almost like someone's giving me a bit of work to do here. Okay, so right, so just bring that ribbon over. So that needs to be really centered, so that you're just covering the end of that hole. Just watching that postman down there. That hole up, okay? That's what you're doing. Oh gosh, that's actually glued really quick because that glue gun's been on a long time. There's a tip. Put your glue gun on for a long time, and then you won't have to wait so long for your glue to set when you do this. Okay, do watch your fingers because this gets really hot. Really, really hot, this glue. Okay, so that's how you want it. Really taut. And then we just do the other side exactly the same and just bring it across. Try and cover up the holes there on the end of the tube. Okay, so we're going to just bring that over. You've seen this a few times on my videos. Yeah, if you're a subscriber, you would have seen me do this a few times. Okay, so just bringing that over and just pulling that down like that. There we are, and that is really neat and tidy. So yeah, I'm just going to say to everybody, thank you for coming on if you do watch. And I'd like to say welcome to those ones who are new. And if you've come on before, welcome back. Okay, I like saying that. It's like a little thing. I know there was another YouTube channel that said it, and I thought it was just a really good idea, because then you're welcoming everybody rather than just, you know, kind of individually sort of. Yeah, anyway, there we are. So that's that. And then what we do is we go round. So every time I start doing the next bit, I will seal the end of that ribbon. Okay, so we're going to go around the top of the tube. We're going to keep that. It's a little bit uneven at the bottom. We could perhaps deal with that. And then stick it down. So we're just going to start ribboning that round. So there's not much on this tube, so I'm just going to take some of this off, because I don't like having my ribbon tube on the end, because it just makes it twist and turn and stuff. So that's just my preference. Okay, so then we're going to just put some glue on here. Put it on the ribbon and on the tube, because you don't want your ribbon slipping. Okay, just stick that on there like that. Okay, and we'll just bring that ribbon down. And I like to pull it quite tight, but do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to kind of not pull it as tight as I normally do, because I sometimes feel that if you pull it too tight, it can fray a little bit. But as long as you've got that, not fray, buckle a bit. But as long as you've got that ribbon, that glue, if you can see what I'm doing, in between the ribbon and on the cardboard and on the ribbon, okay, then that won't slip down. Okay, so just make sure you do that. Don't just stick it to the ribbon, because you will have that ribbon slipping. Okay, and you don't want that ribbon slipping. Okay, so just keep going round So yeah, so that's what I'm thinking of doing next. Either, do you know, I might even do a mashup. How about that? We might do a mashup with the projects and do 2 projects together. So we probably might. So this is one of the ideas. So I'm going to show you a little bit more, which I haven't shown you in the other video. Actually, I haven't shown you anything yet, but I did do like a little quick video to show you the sunflowers I might use if it's a sunflower one that wins. Okay, and I had an idea to do a bat. To do a bat for, oh, there we go, I've told you now, to do a bat for Halloween, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that now. So if you listen to this and you think, oh, I really fancy that, write it in the comments, okay? But I don't know if I'm going to do that now. Depends on if I get any comments below or anything. Otherwise, it might be that I'll sway towards something a bit more conventional, which is unusual for me. Although it will be Halloween sort of style colours. Okay, so yeah, it could be, so you just don't know. So we're going to come to the bottom here and we're going to just bring that ribbon round and try and cover that cardboard up. Okay, so just bring it round so it covers that cardboard, okay? And then I'm going to cut that off. But I like to leave a little bit of length so that I can seal my ribbon again, just like this. And just put some glue on the end there. Bring that around like that. Okay, and you can see there is a slight bit of buckling on there, but I don't think you can really avoid that. If you know a way of avoiding it, let me know. I'll be happy to take your tips on board. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to bring this back and we're going to see if this fits. See, now it's a little bit thicker. That might not go in there, but we'll see. So we don't really want that ribbon to be pushed up. So what I might do is just cut that away a little bit more around the edge, because I really don't want that ribbon to be so we'll cut that around the edge a bit more. Okay, and I'm not going to worry too much about, like I said, sometimes I say that it'll be better to decorate it flat, but you know, there's not much to put on there now, and because I'm not going to film it, I don't need to worry too much about whether it's flat or not. Okay, so let's just try that. So it's just a question of, that's great, so it's just a question of, so you could do it like this, and then you can push this over the top, and I think I'll do it that way, just to save ruining the handle and everything. So just put all that round there, all that glue round there, and stick that into your hole like that. Okay, make sure that's dry before you start putting your perhaps maybe check that it's straight as well while it's drying. Okay, and then when it's dry, so wait a little bit, that will then we'll be able to put that on top. Okay, what are we now? We're 14 minutes. I don't know how much is on that other video, whether it's run onto the same one. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works. I've seen people record videos and then say, oh, I'm back, and I'm not sure if they've edited it or whether they've just run it onto the same bit. Okay, so right, so while that's drying, I'm going to show you a little sneaky peek of the next project. Okay, now I'm thinking perhaps you might have seen the time lapse, okay, for the sunflower wedding bouquet, which I put on a little while ago, and I'm thinking perhaps doing some of these these sunflowers, okay, for one project. And then I was thinking of maybe bringing these lovely black roses in, okay, but I was going to do them separate, but now I'm thinking perhaps you could do them on the same bouquet. So that's my idea so far. But originally I was going to do a black one with like a bat and maybe put roses and flowers on in black and do it that way. So let me know your thoughts on that, okay? Let me know your thoughts. These are handmade, by the way, just like the sunflowers, okay? So let's bring this back. And that is, yeah, that's dry, okay? So now what I'm going to do is bring this over the top of my handle, and there we go, push that down like that, okay, and I'm just going to make sure that's level, and I'm going to glue that on. So we just take our glue, just going to put another glue stick in if it will go, and okay, just glue it. I do hate when it does this. It's always at the end when I'm doing something like this. It's at the end of a glue stick or something. Glue that like that. Okay, don't worry about too much about the edges, because you can actually glue those on afterwards. Okay. I really wanted to take that glue down a bit further, but because we're near the end of a glue stick, it's difficult to push it in. But that's what you would do. So just glue underneath like that, and on the other side just glue right underneath. Make sure that glue comes right across to the middle, so you really are concentrating on the middle of that foam like that. So just sorry about the table rocking. It's yeah, it's not a very steady table, but it's great because it's the right height for me to work on. There we are. So that's that, and that is the back of your bouquet, okay? And if you want to, you can go round, and you can this is where what I'll do is I'll pick this up, and I will go round. I might go round and give it a trim, okay, depending how long. So if I can hold that up and I can see the edge of that, I will go round and I will trim that. So I'm going to do that now. Trim that in slightly so that that's level with the back of the bouquet, because sometimes you get it on and it's not quite as level as you want it to be. So just trim it round. Okay, don't worry about it, just trim it round as neatly as you can. Okay, just as neatly as you can, like this. But you might be more accurate than me. You might have got that just right. Good on you. Okay, and maybe just a little bit around this bit here too, because you can see that's not quite as level as you'd like it to be. So we're just going to come round here. Don't cut off too much, because once you cut off too much, you can't stick it back on, guys. Okay, so you don't want to not have, you know, not have the right, you know, have it too short. But I like to have it level with the edge of the back of my bouquet. So I'm just trimming that round like that. Okay, just like that. Let's have a go. Oh, yeah, it's a little bit, so just round that off if it's a little bit unlevel. Or you could put some flowers on and just cover it up if you don't like the fact that haven't done it as neat. Okay, and that's you can see how lovely that is. And what I do now is I go around the edge and I put some glue on the edge of the bouquet, just to stick that edge down like that. Okay, just like that. Okay, we're in shot. We are in shot, aren't we? Yeah, just like that. Okay, try not to get that glue so you can see it. All right. The worst, if you're doing this in a dark colour, be careful with the glue, because you will see the glue and it'll be more visible on a dark ribbon than it will be on a light ribbon. Okay, if you're doing pink, that's fine, but if you're doing something like black, you will definitely see the glue if it sticks to the ribbon. So there's a little bit of advice for you. Okay, so then, because that's got to dry, I'll go from the other end and do this end. Okay, just sticking that down. Really what it is I don't like that to come away, and also I don't like the ends of the ribbon being seen, so that's why I do it like this. Okay, that's it. So you don't want to see how, like the mechanics of the bouquet. Okay, so you can see now that that's all stuck really nicely around the edge. Okay, see how lovely that is, and that is why we work at these little details. Okay, so that's the back and that's the front, and that's how that looks. How lovely is that? So I'm going to carry on decorating this, and I'll probably put some more flowers on, the same on the back, and that's just self-explanatory really. It's just all like, you know, just placing your flowers. I haven't got any more pink and white ones, but placing them on the back of your bouquet and decorating it, maybe around the edge. Perhaps you want to do this a bit differently to how I've done it. That's fine for your wedding day. Okay, so there we are, one completed project. And like I said, do let me know if you would like to see the sunflower wedding bouquet or the Halloween one. Okay, just put that underneath in the description, and I'll come back with the project I think is the most popular. Okay, all right then everybody, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. Subscribing doesn't cost anything, helps the channel to grow, and you get more videos just like this one, and liking helps the channel to grow as well. So just click the like button below if you did even have a glance at this project. That would be lovely if you could do that. Yeah, I have a what's today? Thursday. Have a happy Friday and a lovely weekend. Okay then, bye bye everyone.